recording. All right. What up, you hammer niggas? It's your boy Yanquoi Zaza here today with another interview video. I am here with my good friend, Ree, or as some people know, I talk to him, the Straw Hat Podcast, Straw Hat Ree. How you doing today, sir?
That's right. I'm great, man. I'm great. I finally got some food in my system thanks to Sonic. Got a
Nice.
nice little strawberry limeade here, so I am
Nice.
awake and ready to do it, bro.
All
I'm
right.
excited.
You better than me. I just came from SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, I
Crazy,
saw that.
crazy night. Made some
Yeah.
kids cry. Um, because their favorite didn't win, and I'm like yelling at them. I'm like, "Yo, if you want to watch them win, go watch on the Peacock app.
mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful." I was a bad guy the whole night, but that's neither here nor there. Um, Thank you, kind sir, for joining us. You want to give us a little bit about yourself? We're all here. We're all ears.
Yeah. So man, like where do I even start, man? Um, where do I start? I gotta go back so far. So I'm a restaurant owner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have this podcast too called the StrawHat Podcast. We talk a lot about anime, all that good stuff, right? Um, man, I am a paramedic. So when I graduated high school, right? I guess let me just tell you about me, I guess. Right. So I here from the Central Texas area. Um, in high school, I always wanted to be in the medical field. So while I was in high school, I actually went through a course and got my EMT certification. Then when I graduated high school, I had my EMT cert, so I already had an actual job I can go out and work. Um, so I went off, did that. Then I went to the fire academy. Then I went and got my paramedic certification, and I was a paramedic for about 3 to 5 years. And then we started our restaurant. It's
Oh,
called the Roll Up. And literally, like, it was funny, like we were selling egg rolls out of our house,
yep.
and back in 2018, because we started the actual food truck in 2020, but we were selling food out of our house in 2018 while I was still a paramedic before I had actually
Mm.
quit my job. And we were doing it for fun, and someone was like, oh, you should try to do this seriously. And we just kept blowing it off, whatever. And then 2020 hit, and obviously that was the year like COVID happened, everything shut down. For whatever reason, we wanted to start a business. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Luckily it worked out, right? But in March of 2020, we opened up our food truck, which was also the same month that they shut the whole country down. Because like literally we were preparing since January of 2020 to open the business. So I told my wife in February, hey, go ahead and quit your job. Like, let's go ahead and take this thing serious. That was while COVID was still kind of like, I think like at the beginning of February, it had just hit the country, or like the end of January. Like there was like a case. So we knew about COVID, but it was like, that's nothing. We don't gotta worry about it. Well, fast forward to we opened up on March 15th. That was our grand opening. March 16th, which was a Monday, because March 15th was a Sunday. March 16th was when they were like, all right, everything's going to be closed. If you're
Mm-hmm.
not an essential worker, you don't get to go to work. You don't get to do anything. Right.
Yep.
So we were like, crap, man, we're screwed. We're literally screwed. Like, she just quit her job. I'm a paramedic. Now we're on one income. Like, we're screwed. But luckily, since we were a food truck and we were outdoors, because the restaurants had to close
Yeah.
because they were indoors and like COVID spread and everything. We were outdoors. So we actually were able to stay open because people would come up to us outdoors. You could breathe outside air. Inside of restaurants, they had to close. So we actually had an
Mhm.
advantage. We just opened on the 15th. The 16th, the government was like, yeah, all restaurants, indoor dining shut down. That means the only place that people can eat out is like
Yep.
mainly food trucks, right?
Mhm.
It was crazy the timing. But anyway, that's just a quick brief overview of me, man.
Listen, I didn't even know that. I didn't know you were a paramedic. Like, I feel like we've been talking for like me and
Yeah.
you have known each other for like a year, and I know as little information about you as possible. But I'm just like, yo, he's a good dude. My people ask me like, yo, what do you think about Straw? What do you think of Ree? I'm like, yo, he's a good dude. Bro's like, you know anything about him? Nope. Just know he's a good dude. Don't
Yeah.
matter. I know good people,
Hmm.
and I'm thankful for you being on. Yeah, that's a great story, man. Like a lot of people didn't make it out that pandemic era. I know a lot of businesses that closed down. So I
Yeah.
love knowing that even though that happened, you still had you still found a way to succeed. Your wife was in it. I love that you guys are in it. I love that you, when, and moving on, when did you know, like, okay, we can open up another restaurant. Like past pandemic, everything's
Hmm.
happened. You get back. When did you
Yeah.
know, like, okay, we can do something else. We can make this even bigger. When did you know?
Yeah. So it's crazy, right? Like I, the restaurant industry is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'll answer your question. I just got to preface it with this. Um, if I would have known how difficult it was to be in this industry, I would have never done it. First off, and when people ask me how to start a business in this industry, I tell them not to
Mm-hmm.
because it's extremely difficult. The margins for profit shrink and grow daily because food changes daily.
Yep.
Politically, it changes. Trump says, "Hey, I want to tariff this country." Boom, chicken goes up. Why? Tomatoes go up, right? Like it has nothing to do with me. I'm just a restaurant in Central Texas, But I want to, do this. All right, boom. Literally next week, the prices go up, your margins shrink. I mean, it's nuts, and you can't control it. But with that being said, I didn't know if it was going to be possible to move into a restaurant. So we were a food truck for 3 years. We started in 2020.
Yep.
In 2023 is when we actually were able to get into the restaurant. But the problem that I always faced every year, right, is in 2020 when we started the business, prices were very, very cheap for
Mm-hmm.
food. So we had a lot of profits. It was a great year. When everything opened back up, it wasn't that way anymore. Like 2021 and 2022, very, very difficult years. So there was a limit that we could sell our food for to where people would still come, but we would still make a profit. And as prices kept going up, it just became unattainable. Like just I'm gonna answer your question. I promise I'm getting there.
No, go ahead.
Just to put in perspective, a case of chicken, right? 40 pounds of chicken, 2020, $38. 2022, $120. It's insane. Four times the cost of the same product, you can't raise your price four times, right? So your margin goes away basically. So anyway, the point that I knew we had to get into a building is when in 2023 uh we we started to get our profit back, but we got to a point in the food truck where we were just too busy to be in the food truck. Like
Mm-hmm.
we had limited cooking equipment, and like when we would get flooded with customers, you could only cook the food so fast. I only had two fryers in the truck,
Oh,
so
jeez.
it's like okay, if people are ordering all these French fries and all these egg rolls, they're gonna be waiting an hour, not because we can't handle the busyness. We just don't have enough cooking equipment, we don't have enough space, on enough staff. We just need more, right? But my issue was the profit sucked. So trying to get into a restaurant, like you have a couple of options. You could lease a space that is already a restaurant. That's the best and cheapest option. So you don't have to build it out. Or you could just build out one from the ground up. But building one from the ground up, you're gonna spend 100K at least. Maybe 200K, 250. You're spending minimum six figures. No
Yep.
way out of that. That was out of my option. So I was just hoping and praying, like, dude, we've got to find like a building that's already built that we can kind of move in and just make our own.
Yep.
One appeared. One appeared, and it wasn't even for lease. We had gotten told about a building from another food truck owner at the food park that we were in. She's like, "Hey, I got a friend who owns a plaza here in the city. It's not even far from where we are right now. Mind you, I was in the same spot for 3 years, so I didn't want to go too far from the where my customers knew I was. This other spot was like a mile away, not far at all. Um, so she's like, I got a friend. She's looking to do something with this space. It's already a restaurant. It's decent square footage. You should check it out. I was like, all right, cool, dude. It was perfect. It was perfect, and it kind of just went from there. It worked out, and you know, we just spent literally our last dollar. Like when I tell you my last dollar, we got in there. Literally, I had no money left. This actually happened twice. My grand opening at the food truck, my grand opening at the restaurant. I spent all the money I had. I had to ask my money. I had to ask my mom for money to put change in the drawer. Like literally, I didn't even have money to get change, like for cash transactions. I was like, Mom, yo, I just need $100. I'm gonna break it down, fives, ones. That's it. I'll pay you back at the end of the night. But this is all I got. We gotta open. And of course, we opened doors. It was crazy. We made all that money back. So
That's nuts. Okay. Wow.
it's crazy, bro.
Give me a breakdown of the day. Like, give me a breakdown of a good day, and give me a good breakdown of a day where it's like, we needed
Yeah.
something.
So so I kind of answer like today.
Yeah.
Today was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Because people, what's funny is like sometimes I feel like people forget there's other places to eat in my city,
Mhm.
right? Which is fine. But like I know my food is like really niche and unique. So you
Yes,
can't really get what I'm selling anywhere else but there, which is a good thing. But it could be a bad thing too. Because people just yeah.
I
Anyway.
get it.
Yeah. So a good day is like today, man. People are already there waiting outside before you open. And all throughout the day you're getting orders. It's usually a good mix of like in store, but we also do all of the delivery services. Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats are on all of them, and they're going off all day, every day. We have our own online ordering, and we offer our own delivery too.
Okay.
So we have all those channels that people can order on, and of course people could just walk in, and we do call-ins too,
Okay.
right? So um, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's on the great end. Like today was a really good Saturday. The low end, how that looks, we're just kind of hanging out. Not too much happening, not too many phone calls. But like even our worst days aren't bad. Like
Okay.
that's the blessing
Yeah.
for what we've been through. Like I know some people's bad days and they're like 10 people walking the door type
Oh,
thing. Like, yeah, nah. I've never, thank God, never, even back to the food truck, never had a day like that. Like even our worst days, we still had like 50 customers. You
gee.
know, like that's like minimum. Like I don't think I've ever had a day less than 50. That's still bad for us, but thankfully, like we've just been blessed to not be like groveling. Like, oh God, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay this or pay that. Like, it's been okay for the most part.
That, bro, that's a blessing, man. Like,
Yeah, bro. Because there's a lot of restaurants like especially like you said during COVID. I had a lot of food trucks at the food park I was in. They didn't make it out of COVID. You know, first of all, just to make it out of COVID, still be in business, but to also move into a restaurant. Like it's a lot of stuff went right for me. I'm not saying I'm just the greatest business owner in the world. No, but a lot of stuff just fell into place.
mhm.
I made the right decisions financially that I needed to, and it just worked out. I had the right staff at the time.
Listen, that is an accomplishment. I think more people need to hear stuff like this because I know the food. Scumbag McGee, he does a food truck company. I didn't know if you know that
Oh,
he does
okay,
the
I didn't
hot
know that.
dogs. Yeah, he tells me like some days like it's just crazy. Like he's doing this, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's like you got calls coming in, and like, and he's just like, yo, sometimes he'll be swamped, and he'll have people who want to work. But he's like, yo, this is not easy. Like y'all thinking y'all just about to come on and make some money. It's not. Sometimes you'll be making
Nah,
25 hot dogs, and you get a order for 100 hot dogs, and you got. I was like, yo, I no, no,
it's a
no, no.
lot. It's a
No, 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 no. No.
it's a
I'm not selling
lot,
hot
bro.
dogs for like 3 weeks. I'm good. Um,
I get it, bro. I
what
definitely
is
get it.
what is the item that you know is like your go-to item that every one of your customers loves? I gotta know this because you've told me a little bit, but I haven't like really like, oh, that's
Yeah.
what you got. Okay, like what you said it's niche. What is that? What is that item?
It would definitely be so okay. So it'd be like two items, right?
Hmm.
I'd say at least 50% of our customers order uh like when they come in, they order like other things.
Hmm.
But 50% of the customers that come in the door are getting a Philly cheesesteak egg roll with their order or a crab rangoon egg roll with their order. Those two are absolutely by far, bar none, the most popular things on our menu. This is not even a question. Well, as far as egg rolls,
Okay.
the fried rice is so popular, and that's what makes this business difficult because we have to fry that rice all day, every day. It's hot. Those
Oof.
woks are hot.
Yeah.
But we have this yum yum sauce. We make yum yum sauce, right? Which
Okay.
is really really popular. Um, we have like regular and spicy yum. So
Okay.
people will order our fried rice like crazy to get the yum yum sauce, and people will like literally buy it by the bottle. Like it's that it's a big deal. It's a big deal. But yeah, the Philly cheesesteak and the crab rangoon egg rolls, as far as like our niche items, you're not gonna get anywhere else. It's those two.
Jeez. Yum yum sauce, fried rice. Oh my gosh, bro! Like,
Yeah, bro. Like it's a yeah. It's really like that for real, bro. Like the yum yum sauce. I didn't think like you know what's crazy like when I started the business, it was supposed to be like the focus was supposed to be on egg rolls. And we weren't even gonna sell fried rice. Like, because it was just gonna be a side. We were like, okay, what are the sides gonna be with the egg rolls? Right? Like maybe let's do French fries. Okay, that was a good option. And they were like, oh, okay, let's just whatever, let's just do like veggie fried rice, no big deal. We weren't
okay,
even supposed to put chicken on it, we weren't gonna do anything like that. And then all of a sudden people wanted and then we decided to actually no, we weren't gonna do rice, right? But I had this picture like it's just I had this picture, right? So this is where it actually all changed. The business was supposed to be focused on this is, by the way, before we opened the food truck. Actually,
mm-hmm.
before we even opened the food truck, I was marketing the business. I'm literally remembering stuff from 5 years ago now. I was okay. So in January of 2020,
Mm-hmm.
we decided to start the business, right? We had no food truck. We had nothing. We didn't even have the money to I guess I should say that. Okay, this story is interesting.
All
Sorry.
right, go on. I'm here.
We had
Yeah.
no money to actually start it. So what I did is I took my money from my tax return. I took all the money from my tax return. And I was like, I'm gonna use this to start my business. Right. It was only a couple $1,000s. Not enough to buy a food truck. Buying a food truck, you're spending at least $50,000.
Okay.
Right. That is minimum. So a couple thousand, like $3,000, $4,000, we can do with that. Right. I didn't care. I said we're starting a business this year. I didn't know how, I didn't know where it was gonna come from. But I started the roll up. I made the Facebook page. I was
Yep.
like, F it. We gonna figure it out. Let's just start promoting. Literally started promoting. I started telling people we got a food truck coming. I didn't know when. I was like, just stay tuned. I had no food truck. I had no idea. I didn't even know if it was gonna happen. I was like, F it, right? We gonna do it. Just start promoting. I started running Facebook ads in January of 2020 with no food truck, no grand opening, no location, no nothing. It was crazy. My wife was like, "Are you sure?" Yes. Trust me, it's gonna work. February, we get on Facebook Marketplace. We find this food trailer for rent. And I was like, oh, okay, this might be good. This food trailer is for rent. Very, very crazy because nobody typically is just renting their food trailer out. If they buy a food truck, they're going to use it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
These people bought a food truck, but the husband was in the military. He couldn't use it yet. So he's like, I'm going to rent it out and make some money off of it. Perfect for me. He wanted a down payment. I had enough money because I saved my tax return.
Go.
Long story short, it worked out. February, we got the food trailer. That's the same month I was like, all right, quit your job. We're going to do this. And yeah, so we started the business, finally had a location, had a food truck, had everything. And yeah, it kind of fell into place. And yeah, I feel like I was going to tell you something with that story, but either way, yeah,
Um. Wow.
it worked out. It
Yeah,
worked
I can
out.
see. I'm like,
Oh,
yo.
that's what I was going to tell you. That's what I was going to tell you. Okay. So yeah, okay. So the fried rice wasn't even supposed to be a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had this picture because, mind you, I had to market, but we weren't open yet.
Okay.
So I went on Google Images and I just looked up just pictures of like good looking food, right? I was like, let me find some like crab rangoon egg rolls. I took like stock images on Google
Okay.
Image, right? And I found this fried rice plate. And I mind you, we weren't gonna sell it, but I was like, man, whatever. I'll just put it out. It had like yum yum sauce on it. It
Yep.
looked really good. I took it, I posted it, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna be selling this on our grand opening day. That freaking post went stupid, crazy viral for my area. People were like, "Oh my god, what is this? Where can I get it?" But I've never had a post at that point in my life that had that much engagement. Hundreds of comments. That's a lot for me.
Yeah.
Hundreds of comments. Had like 50 shares, 1,000 likes. I'm like, what in the world? They were like, "Oh my god." And so literally I had to figure out, I had to make a yum yum recipe. I wasn't even gonna do any of this. I had to make a yum yum sauce recipe. I had to make a recipe for the fry. I'm like, okay, obviously people want this. Day one, people were coming. Every person at the grand opening for the food truck had their phone. Hey, I want this. I want the thing in this picture. Bro, it was crazy how many people bought that crap. So freaking crazy. And of course, now people buy more rice than egg rolls from us. It's freaking crazy. We're called the roll up.
Oh my god. They roll up in there buying rice.
It's
Jesus.
crazy. It's freaking crazy, bro.
um. You. I wanted to ask you a question. How beneficial was it just having a partner to that just was like, hey, we're doing this, like Miss Hunt. I she just was there for you. She didn't question it. You said quit your job. How great was it to have a partner like that? Because I don't think a lot of people understand like having a partner that totally believes in you and is willing to do what you want makes everything a lot easier. Even if it's going, even if you're struggling, it makes everything easier. I just want you to explain that to people.
Yeah, so it's that was a big deal, man. Honestly, like I think that showed me a lot about my wife as far as how much trust she had in me because I mean, we didn't have a whole lot of money and I mean, paramedics we should get paid more, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't. We that was not making that much money. She was a medical assistant at the time too. So we weren't. I mean, bro, we were broke. Let's just be honest. We weren't making that much money. Um, so for her to like quit, like literally the conversation we had was like, we're gonna start this business. I need you to quit your job because like we're not gonna be like halfway doing it. If we're gonna commit to like really doing a business like this, you're gonna have to. One of us are gonna have to be like full time. Can't
Yep.
both be part time because I hadn't quit my job yet. At the time, I was like, my initial goal was like, okay, I'm gonna help her get it started.
Mhm.
Um, and then I'm gonna still like work my full time job so we got some security.
Okay.
Um, obviously, it didn't work out that way. I'm here now full time.
Yep.
Uh, but yeah, no, it was great, man. Like her trusting me. But here's the piece though. I had to come through. I
Yep.
can't I can't start slacking she was like, all right. And I told her, like, if we fail, we're gonna lose everything. Everything. Like our cars, we had one kid at the time. Now we have two. But
Mhm.
our cars, we're gonna have to move in with my mom. Everything. Everything will. We're gonna lose it. We're not gonna have enough money to support ourselves. We're gonna go into debt with this business. We're getting our LLC. Hey, if it don't work, you cool with that.
Yep.
She's like, yeah, we're good. Let's just figure it out. You can't, you won't know unless you try, right? We were young. That was 5 years ago. So I was 24,
Hmm.
23 when I started, I think. Whatever. So, hey, whatever. I mean, we're young. Let's just figure it out. But yeah, having a partner was great. Um, because doing it by myself, I'm not gonna lie, this business on your own, starting a restaurant on your own or a food truck on your own, don't recommend it. I highly don't recommend it. This is so difficult. Oh my God. I've done a lot of stuff in my life I thought was hard. No. No, 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 no. This is definitely the hardest thing.
Um, what is the one thing you look back on? You like, yo, when you starting, it's like, I wish I just would have done that a little bit different. Just one. Like, you don't have to elaborate on it. Just like one thing you look back, you're like, I could have done that a little bit better. It happens for
Yeah.
every.
Um Man, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. Oh man, what do I even pick, man? I made so many mistakes, like hiring the wrong people. Family, God, don't hire family. Oh my God. Oh, I don't even know if that's the one I want to pick, but just first and foremost, do not. Oh my God. I'm a big dummy thinking, oh, this is gonna be a family business. Let's put our family on. Oh God, no. What a mistake that was. Wow.
Oh,
That crap. I had to learn that the hard way. Man, no. Do not put your family on. No, 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 no. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I mean, I might just have to pick that one. That was probably the biggest mistake. Woo! Do not put your family on. Cousins, aunts, uncles, brother. No, nope. They can't work for you, man, because it sounds good in theory, but man, you don't you there's different like phases of knowing people, right? You can
Mhm.
know somebody, right, as a person, but like you don't know them as an employee. Those are two different people.
Yes.
Two totally different people.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
they might be a cool person, like you might like hanging out with them, but man, when it comes to like getting stuff done as an employee, oh my, oh my, those are not the same person. Nope. So that, I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with that, man. That's
So
definitely the biggest mistake.
it's a good one because you think they have the same drive as you, but they don't. They don't.
No, no, no.
Don't.
The thing about it, man, like I was this conversation with someone last week. Like with family, family doesn't care. You don't this is gonna sound so crazy, man.
Just say it.
You don't deserve your family support.
Hmm.
Like, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yep.
I just started about 4 businesses at this point, right? This isn't even my first business. It's like my fourth.
Hmm.
So I started my first business in high school at 15, right? This is not new for me. You don't deserve your family support. You have to earn it
Yep.
because, like, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, my family doesn't support me. They don't support me in this. They don't listen to my music. They don't get on my stream. That your family's not going to care until you're notable. That's just
Yep.
what it is. Until you got a following, until you got, customers coming in, they not rocking with you because you're just, whatever. He's just doing another thing. They ain't gonna care about your business like you do.
Yeah.
It's a big deal to you. It's not gonna be a big deal to them until you really doing something. That's it's just what it is.
It's not. You're not lying, man. You're not lying. It's crazy how you think people who are blood related to you would have the same. It's not. That's not it.
Nope.
Everyone has. They just. Oh, oh,
Nope.
I don't. I don't know. Oh,
But they'll care when your thing is like big.
booming. Yep.
When it gets big and it's boom, it's like, oh, what's up? Hey man, like I'm so proud of you. But they ain't support it. They ain't support it. You know, that's just how it is. And it's okay. I hold no animus, right? It's
Yeah.
all good. But like, let's not front, like, bruh. Like it's big beside you. You didn't
Yep.
support it while it was growing, But that's a whole nother conversation. It's all right.
Once again, thank you for doing this. Is there any tips you would give to someone who's possibly going to food business? I know you
Mm.
said you wouldn't, but like, what are the tips? What are the things that you would say to watch out for, and the things to
Uh,
hone in on? Need to ask you.
okay. Okay, I'm gonna slide past because again, I literally normally tell people just don't do it, but I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna do that because you asked me for tips.
Yes.
Okay, man. Um, expect to be in the red, in the negative for at least 5 years. At least five. At least five. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
At least five. And if you're doing it on your own, you don't have a spouse or a business partner, brother. I'm gonna not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be so difficult. It's gonna be hard. You need. Well, you need first off, if you okay. One of my biggest tips is you should probably have worked in a restaurant before.
Hmm.
Because if you have never worked in a restaurant or like a high pressure type of environment, it's going to be very difficult. Luckily, I had two. I worked in restaurants in the past and I'm a paramedic.
Yep.
Like this type of high pressure inside of the restaurant pales into comparison to like having a newborn. You wake up at 3 in the morning to run a call for a newborn that's not breathing and the parents screaming and you got to figure out the medication and calculate the doses while you're trying to give an IV to a 2-year-old, right? Like
Wow.
in the back of a bouncing ambulance. Like that's kind of pressure. That's
Yeah.
the kind of pressure I came from. So doing this is not that bad. But I'm not gonna lie to you. You gotta hopefully you've worked in a restaurant before. If you've never worked in a restaurant, do not jump into starting a food business. It's not gonna go well because you won't understand the type of time commitment, mental capacity that's gonna be necessary for what you're gonna undertake. That's my tip number one.
Hmm.
Tip number two is save as much money as you can before you start. Because you're gonna need it. You're gonna be you're going to be behind for a long time. And especially now, like food is so expensive now. It was so much cheaper 5 years ago, but like it's really hard to turn a profit on food right now. So like try to pick if you're gonna do a business, try to pick something that is cheap. Like I don't know. I don't like breakfast foods right now are like great. I mean, eggs went back down. Pancakes are like cheap. I mean, you're not spending anything on that. Being like a breakfast type business, that's great. Right about now, if you're going to be in food, like your homeboy hot dogs, that's another really good one too. Very profitable. But like, if you're going to do something that involves like meat, beef, chicken, pork, good luck. It's expensive. It's expensive. So I hope you're gonna calculate this stuff and really double check, triple check before you say, let's start this business. Because right now it's so expensive. I'm just
Uh,
giving you a heads up. Um, that's tip two. Tip three. Tip three is just find ways to deal with your stress because you will be very stressed. Um, I don't know what that is. If that's drinking, okay. Just don't do it in excess because you're gonna have to get up the next day and do it all over again. So find ways to cope because it's gonna be difficult. I'm telling you, it's gonna be difficult. I'm open to close every day at my restaurant, and I'm 5 years in. I
oof.
work like 80, 90 hours a week. So, um, Just prepare for that. I know that sounds gloomy, but I'm a realist. So
Yeah.
I try to tell people stuff I wasn't told. Because when I got in, I was just told the great stuff, like, oh, which it was great. It was better then. In fairness, 2019, 2018, 2020, food was not that expensive. Now you're going to be working just as hard for less money. That's the problem. I'm working just as hard for less profit now
Okay.
than I was in 2020. you know.
Oh, oh, um, future wise, like, what are the what are the things you're looking forward to? Like, do you have like a 5 year plan? Like, what is the things you're looking forward to doing? You looking to open up another restaurant? You're looking to like I just want to know.
Yeah. So future wise, I'm looking. I don't know that I'll go another restaurant. I think I'm gonna go a different direction.
Hmm.
Like I think my next major move is going to be taking my yum yum sauce and like commercializing it. Right. So actually getting it onto store shelves. Because there's not there's really only one brand, right? Just think about this. Just think about this with me. Think about all the brands of barbecue sauce, right?
Yeah.
Like they're all barbecue sauce, but like just go down your Walmart. There's so many different brands of barbecue, so many different variations. Ketchup. There's so many brands of
Yes.
ketchup as well. Mustard, mayo, all of these regular condiments. Yum yum sauce is a very, very big sauce in the Asian community. Why is there only one real competitor? That doesn't make sense. There's only one. Like this one is in every Asian store. It's in Sam's Club. It's in Walmart. It's in my local big Texas chain. They're everywhere. Why is no one competing with them? That doesn't make sense. So I'm going to take my product, which I know is a great product, commercialize it, and get it into stores. And I'm also gonna do e-commerce, so I'm gonna ship it around the country,
Okay.
which I can also do with my egg rolls. Like they are, egg rolls are sold frozen inside grocery stores the same way that I could do mine. So I can ship those across the country as well. Same way. I'm gonna take it out of the restaurant and put it into stores because that makes my life easier. Like if I can just package and ship, we don't really need the this aspect of the
Yeah.
business. This is the expensive part, the building, the lights, the employee. Like you cut all that out and do it a different way. That there goes your profit back.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw in one more question for fun because you got through the gloomy, you got through the hard, you got through the you have an anime podcast. I
Yeah.
just want to know between the working the 80 to 90 hours,
Mm.
how in the bluest of blues you find time to read, watch, and internalize all of that stuff because
uh,
there's not enough time in the day for all that for you, bro.
yeah, yeah. Like you're right, man. Like again, like the only reason I can even do a podcast is because my restaurant is closed on Monday.
Okay.
That's literally the only reason. Like, if we were open on Monday, I'd have no podcast. Because like there's no day where I'm open that I have no obligation there. Like I'm at least there at some point while we're open. Now I'm not there all the time. Like I have employees, I have like, management. So I can be away. I don't have to be there all the time. But the only day where I know, like, okay, I can do something else and not think about that building is Monday. So that's my day that I can kind of, lock in a little bit,
Yep.
try to catch up and, like, read a little bit of stuff. But I guess the issue that I run into as well with the podcast is I only have Monday.
Yeah.
and that's also the day I read the chapter.
Hmm.
So I can't even go back throughout the week and like internalize what I read. I'm reading it once,
Yeah.
and then I read it, we talk about it, boom. Then next week comes, I can't I can't even get on Instagram and like try to be a part of conversations or get on YouTube because I'm gonna get spoiled. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't really have the time to sit down and internalize it again because I'm at a restaurant, I'm working. So it's like that's why I'd be like forgetting some things because I'm like, crap, okay, yeah, that did happen. But like that was a week ago for me, and a
Yeah.
lot of stuff happened this week. So yeah, bro, it's it's difficult, but But since I really enjoy One Piece, thankfully I can remember and kind of put some stuff together. But like the really nuanced pieces, I'm not gonna hold you, man. Some of this stuff I be forgetting, and it's like I feel bad, but
You shouldn't.
I don't know, man. Like I really try to remember this stuff. It's just I got a lot on my mind. Kids, got 2 kids. Like Uh, yeah, bro. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
Yo, you broke down your day, and I'm like, yo, I wouldn't have a podcast. Like if I wasn't wouldn't have a podcast, I wouldn't even think about a podcast because my Monday would be my day just to regroup. That would be my day.
Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Like I get it. I mean, it's it's definitely, I don't know. I don't really get a whole lot of sleep because I don't need a whole lot of sleep, thankfully, because of my career. Like
Yes.
me not getting a whole lot of sleep, working on the ambulance, I think that made me able to like go off of like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. No big deal. Like I can handle that because that was what I had to do and be able to like have a fully functioning brain in the middle of the night, like
Yeah.
do CPR or whatever we
Mhm.
had to do. Um, so it's okay. I don't mind. I mean, I don't know. We got to get up at like 6 in the morning, and I don't know. It's not that bad. It's okay.
Oh,
It's okay.
ugh.
But
Mm-mm.
yeah, Monday should technically be the day I do nothing. But
Yes.
it's all right, man. I enjoy the podcast, so I don't mind, man. I like media. I like doing stuff like this. So I really enjoy streaming and making content. I was doing a lot of this before I started my food truck.
Oh,
So this is natural for me. I enjoy it.
listen, if there's ever a Monday you're just like, yo, I don't want to do it, I'm not questioning that ish at all. I'm gonna be like, yo, let that man be, let him go take a nap, let him we'll do it on our own time. But please, if you ever feel like a Monday, you just need time for yourself. I promise you, me, Nika, Malvondoni, Straw, we'll find a way to do it. But bro, please take care of yourself, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, it's all good, man. Like my biggest thing, again, when I started the podcast, I said I want to make sure I'm consistent. I
Yeah,
hate missing. I literally hate missing streams.
I
I
get
only
it.
missed one ever since I started the podcast. And that was because I was in Vegas and I
Yeah,
wanted to stream. I would have actually streamed there, but my flight time was during the stream. So like I couldn't do it.
yep.
But otherwise I definitely would have streamed. So I don't know, man. I'm just built different, bro. I have to go live. I have to go live. Like
Respect.
that's one thing I cannot miss it. That's a part of my week. That's just it just is what it is. I'm
Yeah.
going live no matter what every Monday. Like literally, I would get so mad if I couldn't go live. Like even if my internet's acting up, I'm going live on my phone. I don't care. Like the stream will be happening for sure. I'm just one of those guys, man. Like I've always been like a very consistent, on time, punctual type dude. I hate being late. I hate letting people down. Like, nah, I'm just it's just me, bro. That's just
Yeah.
me. I don't know.
No, no, nothing but respect over here. Uh, I'm gonna let you go because it is late. I want you to get some rest. You got kids and all that type of stuff. So I
Yeah,
just
bro.
want you to have a little closing statement. You want to promote your shop? You got it, bro. It's all you.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're ever in the Central Texas area, around Austin, we're about an hour north ish of Austin. We're in Killeen, right outside of Fort Hood, the middle or Port Cavazos. For they keep rechanging the name. But yeah, if you're ever in the area, man, come by the roll up, grab some food, and stop and talk. If you like anime, I might give you like a free egg roll or something. But come by. If you mention One Piece, maybe I'll give you one piece of an egg roll. And we can go from there.
You get nothing.
Yeah. If you say you like Usopp, you can get out.
Lord,
You can
I know that. I
yeah. You get nothing. You get charged double if you say you like Usopp. But yeah, that's those are the rules, man.
But anyway, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on, man. You worked and then you still had the energy to come on, and we
Absolutely,
talked for
bro.
almost an hour, bro. Like you said, you're a different person. You're a different breed, bro. Like if that was me, I'm not talking to nobody. I'm not talking.
Nah.
You, you kick
Keep my
rocks.
gotta keep my commitments, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool, bro.
But like I said, thank you guys for joining us. This has been a great enlightening. Now I know more about my boy Ree. Look forward to it. I'll see you on Monday, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Go get some rest, bro. Please, just go get some rest.
For sure, bro.
All right.
All right, man.
Peace.